The Graduate Diploma in Psychology Advanced is a new way of thinking about fourth year in psychology. It's an APAC accredited Level 2 program, which is an honours year equivalent. The Graduate Diploma in Psychology Advanced is a key part of the pathway towards becoming a psychologist. So students begin with an APAC accredited Level 1 program, which could include our GDP or Graduate Diploma in Psychology, or a Bachelor Undergraduate in Psychology 3-year sequence. The Graduate Diploma in Psychology Advanced is the next step after the GDP, which is a Level 2 APAC program. The final step in your journey to becoming a psychologist is to complete a master's level in psychology, which also includes supervision under a registered psychologist in practice. To be eligible for the Graduate Diploma in Psychology Advanced, you need to have completed one of two options. Option 1 is to have completed an APAC accredited undergraduate program in psychology or a bachelor's degree in psychology. You will have received a grade point average or GPA of 5 in that program, as well as an average of 65 or above for your Level 2 and Level 3 courses taken as part of that program. Option 2 is to have completed a graduate diploma in psychology that is APAC accredited and received a GPA of 5.
Our online Graduate Diploma in Psychology Advanced has 8 courses which go over 16 months. Each course is completed over 1 teaching period, and each teaching period goes for 6 weeks with a 2-week break in between and a 4-week break over Christmas. There are 6 online intakes throughout the year in which you could choose which intake is most suitable for you to begin studying.
You learn some really useful interpersonal skills such as interviewing. You'll also learn how to evaluate certain types of psychological theories and treatments. You'll learn how to assess and how to measure things in psychology, such as people's health, people's attributes, people's mental health. You'll also learn how to evaluate data that comes out of psychology, and you'll also learn how to conduct real-world research, how to communicate that research, and how to disseminate it to the public.
There are no exams in our online program. Instead of exams, we have assessments which will help you prepare for your research project at the completion of the Graduate Diploma in Psychology Advanced.
The courses throughout the program will prepare you for the Capstone Research Project. You'll be able to use the skills that you honed throughout the program within the Capstone Project. The Capstone Project is actually 2 courses. It's broken up into 2 parts, Research Project A and Research Project B. Research Project Part A is where you will propose your study and propose how you will go about collecting data or analysing data in your study. Research Project Part A is all about devising the study and seeing how you will go about it. Research Project Part B will focus on the skills you need to synthesise and communicate your findings. You will get the opportunity to communicate your findings in different ways throughout the Research Project Part B. And this will all culminate in a final research report, which will be a complete paper summarising your research and communicating those findings as you usually would in a published journal. However, you're not doing it on your own. You have a supervisor who is dedicated and is there to answer your questions within 24 hours. You also have a course coordinator who's there to oversee the projects and make sure that you're on track to graduate.
Upon completion of the research project, we've actually had some really lovely feedback from students who were quite nervous going in and unsure of what to expect, who said that they really loved the opportunity to conduct their own independent research and understand what goes into evidence-based practice in psychology.
We have flexible teaching materials and teaching structure so that we can cater to different learning styles and different learning methods, different circumstances. You'll have a lot of support as a student with us that we cater inside and outside business hours so that it'll be accessible to you at any time of the day. Once you're enrolled with us, you'll have access to your academics via email and via weekend check-in sessions. If you were to email your academics at any time, you'll get a response within 24 hours to your email.
The career outcomes, of course, is the pathway to becoming a registered psychologist, but this also prepares you for a lot of people-centric roles, such as human resources, youth work, mental health work, training and development, and those sorts of people-focused roles. The GDPA actually prepares you really well for research in lots of departments, such as government departments, market research, and university research.
Our university is a group of 8 universities We're part of the top 8 universities of Australia, which are extremely research intensive, prestigious and academic. So putting that on your resume when you go on to apply for further roles or further your academics, it'll put you in a really good position against other applicants. There are no upfront fees for our online program. As long as you are an Australian citizen, you'll be eligible for a fee help loan. Your complete payment for the program will be covered by the fee help loan.
The best thing about the GDPA is that you'll develop a practical and evidence-based skill set that you can apply no matter where you end up.
The GDPA will open limitless opportunities for you.